Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Families Fly Free podcast. I'm Lynn Mettler, the creator of Families Fly Free, where we show you a simple way to use miles and points to always fly your whole family for free. So today I've got another miles and points success story for you. So we have with us today as a guest, Monica Marino. She's a retired teacher, and we're going to have her share how she's been able to use her travel rewards and kind of what her journey has been and some of her best tips when it comes to miles and points. So, welcome, Monica. And if you would just introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, Lynn. I am a retired teacher from New Jersey, and I like to visit national parks, ballparks, and amusement parks.
You're the parks person, huh?
Yes,
Any kind of park. You said ballparks, right?
yes,
So,
good
are those
focus.
I was just talking with someone yesterday about, like the travel goal of visiting all of the baseball stadiums in the country. Like, do you have a goal like that?
Well, yes, I think that's definitely a goal. I'm going to be I've visited a few, and I'm going to be visiting a few more at a time, not all at once, but a few at a time.
Do you have a favorite one you've been to?
My home park, definitely Citizens Bank Park.
Okay, awesome. I haven't been to many baseball stadiums, but Wrigley Field is a good one.
Yes, definitely. I've been there.
Okay, awesome. All right, so let's talk travel rewards. So can you just tell us kind of how you started into travel rewards to begin with?
Yes, I first started with travel rewards with Families Fly Free, and I was looking for affordable ways to visit my son who moved down to Florida. And my daughter, who was working for a marketing company at the time, came across your program and mentioned it. And when I looked into it, I thought this would be the program that could help me get down there to visit him a few times a year. And it certainly has worked out. When I looked at your program, I love that there was an individualized plan for everybody. It wasn't something cookie cutter, and I like the idea of the individual plan, and also that there was a guarantee. And I felt very confident joining because of that guarantee.
Okay, so that helped you get over any worries about, yeah, if this would really work or not for you was the
Oh,
key.
definitely, definitely. And I just love the idea of the individualized plan too.
So travel rewards, miles and points was brand new to you at that point.
Yes, I had no experience previously with travel rewards until I joined your program.
So how did you find the process of learning about travel rewards and how to collect them and how to use them? Did you find any challenges along that learning process?
Oh, no, no challenges. It was really easy. I joined in April of 23, and in June, I flew free for the first time.
That's
So
awesome.
less than 2 months later. So it was really easy. And I went down to visit my son, flying free. And then my daughter and I flew free again in December of 23 down to visit him. And then we flew free again in March of this year. And that was all before earning the Southwest Companion Pass,
Oh, wow.
which I do have now. So that was three times flying free even before I earned the Companion Pass. So um, it was easy and quick to get flying for free.
So how do you use your companion pass now, or how are you planning to use it? Like, will you rotate it between people or?
It's a good question. I just earned it, so I haven't added the actual companion yet, but I imagine I'm going to switch it around. I think probably my daughter, friends. my husband. I think there are so many different ways that you can use it. And since you can change it throughout the year a few times, I think I'll spread it out.
Share the love, right?
Yes.
So I know you had mentioned to me before that you love online courses, and that you felt like this was one of the best values that you had found. Could you share a little bit more about that? Maybe how this compares to other, ours is not just a course, right? Maybe you could help clarify that for people.
Right, right. Well, I think, well, first of all, just those 3 times flying, I've earned the membership back and more in terms of the cost saved. So I did want to mention that. So the value, in terms of the financial value is there, and it's fast. You get that money back fast. Um, I think the best part about your course is the content is updated regularly. I have taken a lot of courses, and this is one of the few courses slash memberships that the content is regularly updated. There's always fresh content. The communication with the members is frequent, it's regular, it's always updated, constantly updated. It's a very welcoming community, and I think I feel very comfortable sharing ideas and asking questions. So I think in terms of value, this one is probably the best one I have ever taken.
Yay. So you didn't have to use the guarantee, right?
No, not at all. No, it's good that it's there. And that's definitely a plus. But no, there's no doubt in my mind that your word is good and that guarantee is good. Um, and, if I can do it, so can you. Anybody else can do it.
Right. Yeah. And I love people that are just haven't done anything before. So just the fact that you were able to get in there and do it that quickly and fly for free that quickly, and not have any problems. That's pretty amazing.
No, not at all. And any questions I had, I did not wait more than 24 hours for a response from your team, from you directly or from somebody on your team. So even if you do have a question, I think the response is very, very quick. We made one minor adjustment in my individual plan because one of the cards was offering a special deal. So we just switched the order of some things in my individualized plan. And when I questioned, how to do that, the response was quick, and everything fell into place. It was perfect.
Well, that's a good example of why it's important that it's individualized because things change, right? I mean,
Right, right.
so then if something changes and you're like, oh, should I do this instead? And then we can, offer advice on that and personalize it to you because it might be different for you than it would be for someone else.
Right, right, right.
Are there favorite parts of the membership or things that surprised you?
I think, well, one of my favorite parts is the content being updated regularly. But other than that, I think I thought I was just learning how to fly free, but I've also learned how to save money on hotels and attractions. And I really didn't know that that was going to be part of the program. So that's definitely a little surprising. The other thing that was surprising was that my goal was to visit my son a few times a year, and looking at my points, and I am rather surprised that not only can I visit him a few times a year, but I can take at least another vacation as well. So that is definitely surprising too. Very pleasant surprise.
Yeah, it's a bonus.
So I'm going around thinking, I can go anywhere.
Right, right. So have you
Mm.
decided where you want to go next?
I think before I joined the program, I had planned a trip to a national park. We went to Glacier. So I think this year I'll be focusing on the ballparks.
Hmm.
And then next year, I think the amusement park when Epic Universe opens uh, down at Universal. So those are my plans.
Yes, we drove by that when we were there in February. Our Uber driver was like, "Oh, this is the new Universal Park," and we could see kind of the hotel that they were building. And so, yeah, that looks amazing. That'll definitely be a reason to go back there and um, see everything that they have done. Are you able to quantify at all how much you think you've been able to save?
Oh, sure. Even before the companion pass, those three flights, I would say, would have cost $2,000. Would be um, the cost somewhere around $2,000, and that's much more than the cost of the membership, and that's just getting started.
Yeah, and
So
for one person
right, uh-huh, right. And
or
that's
did
before the companion
okay.
pass. So it's really amazing how quickly and easily you can save money with your program.
And so, since you're a retired teacher, I just wanted to talk briefly because I'm asked a lot about if this is possible on a traditional school schedule, because I think people assume that it will take too many points to fly during spring break or something like that. What are your thoughts on that in terms of is it doable?
Oh, yes. I think on a school schedule, I think that teachers and their families can definitely benefit from using the program. I haven't encountered any sort of blackout dates or anything like that when I've tried to book something. I haven't seen any situations were excessive. And I did travel the week before Christmas. And again, it was the points weren't really any more than other weeks that I used. So I think in terms of teachers, you will be able to use the system that you have in place during your scheduled breaks, whether it's summer or if you have, fall break, a spring break. I don't think there will be any issues with using the program for you and your family. I think it should work out just like um, anybody else who takes a vacation at different times during the year.
Okay, awesome. And what would you advise someone who's not sure if they should invest in Families Fly Free or not?
Well, I think the guarantee is good. Lynn's word is good. So you really don't have anything to worry about because that guarantee is there. And I went from taking a big vacation maybe every 3 to 4 years to being able to fly 3 or 4 times every year, each year. So if I can do it, you can too.
And do you have a travel tip that you'd like to share?
I think my best travel tip would be to embrace the things that don't go as planned because they make for the best stories.
So true.
Yes.
Not in the moment, but later on.
Right, exactly.
Yes, that is absolutely true. And do you have any strategies you use to try to just go with the flow when things aren't going according to plan?
Well, keep your sense of humor and know beforehand that you can make as many plans and details as you want, but sometimes things just don't go that way. And just try to go with the flow and know that there will probably be a story in there somewhere.
Right. And you will look back and you will talk about that for it's part of the whole making memories thing. Even the bad
Yes,
stuff
exactly.
becomes the things that you remember for years and years going forward.
So true.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing your experience and your advice. Is there any other last things you'd like to share or advice?
Well, I just want to thank you and your team for everything that you do for your members. And I would say the only thing I wish I would have done would have been to join Families Fly Free sooner.
Yeah, if only your daughter had found it sooner.
Right, right. So I'm so glad that I joined. It's been a 100% positive experience, and once again, thank you and your team for all that you do.
Well, thanks for being a member, and that's our mission. So we're so happy when people do follow our advice and then do see great success. That's our whole goal is to help people be able to travel more and do it affordably for sure. So, all right. Well, I hope you get to all the ballparks and amusement parks and
I'll keep
national
you
parks.
posted. I will
Right, that you
definitely
want.
keep you posted.
Please do. And so that will wrap us up for this episode. Thanks everyone for joining us and stay tuned for our next episode. Have a great week.